was on a dating app, and a guy jokingly wrote, what should we name our first child, as his intro message. And I had to tell him that in 5th grade, I lost a bet to my best friend Hannah, and we would have to, without question, name my firstborn child Megatron. And then the man unmatched me. I don't know what it's like living without a sense of humor at all, but I imagine it's quite a cursed, harsh existence, you know? A lot of anger, not a lot of smiles. That's what I assume. People reading Sun Tzu for marketing jobs. Yeah. Make sure you position your cavalry in the nearby scrub before the big meeting, you idiot. Yeah, I don't understand the idea behind people reading The Art of War for marketing crap. What does that even mean? Building inspector. What's this called? Darth Vader. The Death Inspector's eyes look up from his clipboard. The Health Star. Oh, god dang it. I can imagine that happening. In Robot Chicken, probably. After Big Jewel Heist. We did it! We got away. Everything went to plan. Me holding my grappling hook I didn't get to use. Yeah, it was okay, I guess. Wasn't that a running gag in a show or a movie where someone really wanted to use their grappling gun or hook or whatever, but they couldn't? Just watched a man at a bar in Penn Station order 2 martinis, pay for them, promptly pour them into an empty Evian bottle, and then walk out, all while Billy Joel's Uptown Girl played on the jukebox. Happy holidays. Now that right there is how you break the rules like a true, what would the word be? Not man, not patriot. What am I thinking of here? You know what? I'll see if I can come back around to it later. Y'all ever hear noises in your house and act like you didn't just hear noises in your house? Yeah, because I'd like to stay a little more sane, you know? I don't need to feel scared in my own home. That's happened bad enough a couple of times where I left. I went, screw it. If there's someone in here, they can take whatever they want. I'll come back when the house is emptied out. I'll be convenient for this person. My son on why Caleb is his best friend at kindergarten. He doesn't really speak English, so we can skip all the talking and just get right to the karate. Aha! That is how true friendships are born. Karate. The fact I gotta train 3 to 5 days a week to keep my body at moderately broken, while my cat can sleep all day and do parkour with ease, is a crime. No, I don't think it's a crime. I think they're just significantly smaller than you and have 2 extra legs. My husband just asked me, in the kindest voice, if I wanted some water. And I said, you know, I'd love some water. And I turned around and he was carrying the dog's water bowl to her. Reader, he was not asking me if I wanted water. That seems to happen a lot between husband, wife, and dog. There's always a point where the husband says something, the wife assumes it was meant for them, and then they realize it was for dog. It's an interesting bit of internet comedy. Scarborough Council has canceled its New Year's Eve fireworks because there's a walrus having a kip on the front, which is possibly the finest story of 2022. No, not to end on the finest story of 2022. I did hear a little bit about this. I thought it was quite funny. And cute, of course. I don't know why I drew him. What do you mean you don't know why? I'm not even the one that did this, and I know exactly why you drew him. He's a basketball. So, we all grew up thinking these chocolates were crazy expensive? Yeah, that's what I assumed. I mean, those weird commercials that they had for him definitely made him seem like they would be ridiculously expensive, right? I think a whole generation just made that assumption. Apologies to all for apparently ruining every photograph at the launch of Poetry Ireland Review 138 last night. With the benefit of hindsight, I can see that huddling up beside the sound equipment like some little mustache-twirling goblin was, in fact, not very discreet at all. I don't see how you ruined anything by being the sound goblin in the corner. I think it's great. I think you did a great job. Programming is chaotic magic. There are no rules. You ask a game dev, can the player summon a giant demon that bursts from the ground in an explosion of lava? And they'll say, sure, that's easy. And then you'll ask, can the player wear a scarf? And they'll go, ugh. Now, why in the world would that be? No, really. Oh, hey, there's a large cherry picker outside the window where I'm recording this. You think I should ask them for their opinion on this particular Twitter meme? What do you think? Cat vampire? Let me in. Me? Okay. You fool. Now I will suck your blood. Closes door. Let me out. In 3rd grade, we had a prison guard do a scared straight speech. And we asked what the prisoners ate. He said, nothing good. McDonald's burgers. And when he saw our faces light up, he said, yeah, but imagine that 3 times a week. That was when he lost control of the room. They get to eat McDonald's burgers 3 times a week. Is that as often as you feed them? Good God, man. People be like, I love winter, from their living room, under a heated blanket with some cozy socks on, sipping hot tea. No, go outside and like it. Let's see. I'm on my last full day here in Finland, and I can safely say that while Colorado and Washington get super cold, and I'm sure there are a couple of states that get colder because everybody who lives anywhere likes to think, oh, you haven't experienced real heat/cold until you've been here. But I can safely say that in Finland, this is one hell of a winter. It got a little warmer today. Now it's slushy. And I think I'm going to be flying home just before it goes back to being 12 feet of snow and blistering wind. Ugh. A married couple with no kids just asked my wife and I to go out for drinks at 9:30 tonight. They did it with a straight face, too. Oh, that's great. Why do you feel proud about that, or like what? I don't understand. My son got a face tat. Go ahead and bottle feed. It doesn't matter. All right, but what's the face tattoo? No, what is it? People from Wyoming are in my mentions insulting me for dissing their state yesterday, and I'm just imagining them furiously riding a horse to a McDonald's in Utah just so they could get Wi-Fi and tweet at me. I have driven through Wyoming at least, 10 times in my life? From top to bottom, not east to west. I don't know why I said top to bottom and not north to south. It doesn't matter. I've driven through that place, and this tweet is correct. I don't know how in the world anybody out there lives, but I'm sure the ones that do find it more than okay. Sick of people calling everything in crypto a Ponzi scheme. Some crypto projects are pump and dump schemes, while others are pyramid schemes. Others are just standard issue fraud. Others are just middlemen skimming off the top. Stop glossing over the diversity in the industry. Yes, please, there are so many different scams at work in crypto. And NFTs, whatever's left of that garbage. Left milk and cookies out for Santa last night, but Neil deGrasse Tyson broke in and ate them instead. He told my nephew that reindeer lack the proper aerodynamics to pull a flying sleigh, and then he kicked my dog. I find Neil deGrasse Tyson's actually tweets definitely plenty annoying, but I'm glad he's not actually nefarious and mean. At least, not that I've seen. Good morning to everyone except people who set 12 alarms that wake everybody up but them. Well, I do it, but I have my own bedroom, so if that wakes anybody else up, I'd be really confused. Taco Bell is the only fast food place I roll up to with no ordering game plan. I let the menu speak to me. The bell will tell me what I need. My mouth may be moving, but I'm just the instrument of a supreme design. No, I've got an order at Taco Bell, dude. Very specific order. 2 5-layer burritos and a Crunchwrap Supreme. And if I'm feeling super crazy, 47 5-layer burritos and 3 Crunchwrap Supremes. And then maybe a Baja Blast. You know what I mean? Why do I keep asking that? I've never said, you know what I mean, before until this week. What am I? God, I'm losing it. Breaking. According to a new Netflix press release, Wednesday has been viewed to completion at least 15 times by every man, woman, and child on the planet. Some dogs, too. The total is 700 trillion hours of viewing time. Also, Wednesday has been canceled effective immediately. Oh, I love this tweet because it definitely comes about a month or so before Inside Jobs cancellation. I don't even think they were able to finish season 2 or something like that, right? Sad. Sure, the show was a little on the nose and trying too hard in a lot of ways, but I enjoyed the hell out of it, and it was good fun. But you know Netflix, kinda like Fox, if it's not an instant, global, universal-wide, cultural phenomenon sensation, it's not going to last more than one season. And for some strange reason, Loudmouth is renewed for what, its 6th? I don't get it, man. I don't like it here. The Netflix generation has got to chill. Today, a spider was hanging from the ceiling, and my students noticed it but continued to take notes and pay attention to my presentation. That's how amazing I am at classroom management. I'm kidding, it was absolute chaos. Students screamed until I caught it. Did you? Did you catch it and release it, or did you eat it? You know, eating it to maintain dominance within your classroom. The biblical flood was bad for any non-ark-based land animals, as well as all freshwater flora and fauna. But it would have been an incredible boon for all ocean-dwelling creatures, perhaps even showing favoritism. Have we considered the possibility that God may be an octopus? I mean, out of all the forms a god could take, an octopus would be a pretty cool one. You can't lie. You can't deny. It makes sense, right? Teenage Mutant Ninja Pixels. Where's the rat? Turn your screen off. You know, I like D-Brand. I don't like the sticker products that they make because I'm terrible at doing them. Even with following their directions, I ruin it every time. But there's something about a company that is outwardly screw you to everyone that's great because they're still quite successful. I especially love that their stupid brand deal with Linus Tech Tips has them verbally abusing him on the regular. But hey, they pay for the privilege, right? Angriest I've ever been in my life. Okay, sounds good. Well, yeah, you gotta maintain your composure sometimes, right? You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch, was the original diss track. Every line is just devastating. Yeah, but the Grinch doesn't seem to mind, and to my recollection, he never had a track to get back at Thurl Ravenscroft. Was it Ravenscroft or Ravencroft? I don't know. His name was Thurl, all right? You know, Tony the Tiger. I mean, come on. Just had a mental image of someone firing a gun into an envelope, trapping the bullet in it, mailing it to someone they hate. They open the letter, and the bullet flies out and hits them between the eyes, killing them instantly. That is such a Looney Tunes-ass Bugs Bunny gag, and I'm surprised I've never seen it before. OSHA inspector walking into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory? What the f***? Come on, man. The Oompa Loompas know what they're doing. They're probably the ones that requested it be made that way, because it's easier for them. When I was 14, my two oomps had a crush on each other, so I made a group chat, told them they had feelings for each other, and left. They started dating shortly after that, and we kind of drifted. And now 6 years later, I just found out they're engaged, and I want to cry. Look at that. It's your fault. All of it comes back to you.